Aba UTV promo kasia social so se kasia obetimi ahwe wa be fonten time so UTV Ghana saso na obe piemu e wo channel 360 o DSTV so obetimi ahwe wo fiefie mu biemu na yenie aseda kasia enkoma best point savings and loans ne best assurance for sika semono insurance won sem nyina ekodan wo mo eni ho eni bia obenya hotoso papa this way chocolate drink and ewie ma won sanka wo ice jiwonso onwuna te this way gumnum na bogu bo unya obrodo anasa opai bi boso a wo de maseda ebebre me saso na special ice mineral water enso mankwa enso eye abojunso a ene no ana special ice mineral water e mepi mpa wo fie wo monten so ene offices eda U2 data salt me oba painting chine pa metimi akamfo di ama ene U2 data salt kasie nsama hodo edi mu akotene ebi ene appointment committee ene omotena se ama empanyinfo a omampanyini abo omudin asoafo omutwato okra no matoto omano na omudibre no se woje wontumu a omu akwakwaakodi saso majority leaders abre wabo eye finance minister abasopa say eye budget a mid-year review budget no and as a mid-year budget review no eye ade a enidaso ewo mu pa saso ena sabre ubepie mu a eye lawyer Owusu Joanna ena ode ato edwai wo say said and some money I can't edify a board of trustees no was it a idea enya no kre ni nyina yesa National Cathedral ehun ensem no was some baby by kafa a board of trustees ni hu nyina no kre bia ennimu ene obepie mu igbe town eno wo enkran mantemu ha sei a omanfo mu ho na sabere wo mu ekasai wo mu se wo mu footbridge bia ho ya de a asai kra nti wo mu srese omampanyini emra no meye wo mo emwa wei ene nsem kaye ka ho na semufo aboabo no a bosomfo abena chei bo ache me de ba besom se premo kase Africa se no enchiremu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene ode eye asoafo a wo mo etwato okra wabo wo mu din na sabra ye kasei eye vetting appointment vetting committee atna se a wo mo etoto wo mo anu wo mehebedwam na era wotire dwom se CA honorable Dorcas afo tofe wono ena ye mrasebedwani a wo dwomro na wokwa kogirim se etoto na se egi ni tumu a wona bekwa koye deputy minister ema transport madaroma yenkoni nkopie mu ho ne yehwese de anototo no esiko.
Yes, I will proceed to give the floor to Honorable Patrick Yabwama.
Mr. Chairman, the nominee, congratulations, Honorable Member, anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Reading your CV, you've indicated that you love to travel a lot and that you've provided over 4,000 women and youth with some credit facilities in Jomoro.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
4,000.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And credit facilities, you indicated. But you are not a financial institution, a member of Parliament. How did you achieve this?
So it was a program I put together, but I did it through the Jomoro Rural Bank. So I was more so like a guarantor. I guaranteed the loan, and so they were paying it through the bank. So it was a loan from the bank, but there was no interest, nothing, and interest, nothing. And I was able to do that.
That's very impressive. My last and final question, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Chair, you went through a lot. The Citizenship Amendment Act to the Constitution is the 1990 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana Amendment Act 96, and it details those who qualify to hold certain positions, including members of Parliament. Last night, social media was awash with the president nominating a South Korean national to be our ambassador to the Republic of South Korea. I know I've checked, and I realized that the gentleman has handed in his passport to the High Commission. You went through some turmoil with your citizenship, and I'm sure it took a toll on you during your term as a Member of Parliament. Can you tell us a bit about what you went through, what necessitated that, and your advice to people who may be sitting around the table with dual nationality and other documents that they've not disclosed to Parliament? Mr. Chair, that's my last question, but I want to wish you the very best. God bless you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Chairman, it wasn't easy for 2.5 years. I was back and forth, from court. It wasn't easy at all. It's something I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But since it's been closed, the case is closed in court, I don't think I want to go into detail on that. But what I can say is that it was not easy for me, and I thank God that at the end of it all, I was able to sail through successfully. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, I want to first of all congratulate the nominee and also wish her well. Chair, I have a few questions. The first one is on the very high clearing cost and port congestion. I think they move or work hand in hand. The fact that the clearing costs at the ports are high, people are unable to clear their goods. And this is a major problem for the Ghanaian people. As you go in as Deputy Minister, do you have any ideas, any plans you intend to share with your minister so that we take care of this high clearing cost and congestion? Congestion to the extent that some containers cannot even be found. We saw the Minister of Energy come to make such a... So can you please come up with some suggestions as to how to, as it were, reduce the high clearing cost and consequently high congestion at the port?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'm aware of the high cost that Honorable Leader is talking about, but it's a concern to His Excellency the President. He wants businesses to thrive, and so it's something that he's working on it with my sector minister. And so when I'm approved, I will, with his directive, we'll put our heads together and take directives from His Excellency the President and see how best we can resolve the congestion and the high taxation that you're talking about. Thank you.
Any further question?
Yes, follow up on that one. So with this, it's come to our notice that some vehicles that are of a certain year, maybe 10 years, and so we are in 2025. So a vehicle that is about 2014 or 2012, there are some extra charges or penalties, and that amounts to some high cost. So some of these cars are still kept there. Would you, as a nominee, make a proposal that, or suggest to your minister that, and perhaps to the president, that we should perhaps let these penalties be waived so that people still can clear their vehicles?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will do that, but it will be at the discretion of my sector minister and His Excellency the President. But definitely, I'll make those suggestions and see how best we can work together on that. Thank you.
So, thank you, Chair. Chair, my second question. I know the nominee to have traveled wide. I'm sure one of the places she may have gone to, which most of the people on the table may have been, is the UK, and the use of train. And therefore, I'm talking about railway. Do you have any other plans?
Yeah, to work as Finance Minister Dr. Kese Wato-Forsen and our case to say, ye share COVID-19 levia ne wo honum na sabri ya wo kase wo case so say e bosha na ban e share says wo ba obeyi free honum enu nti National Democratic Congress aban ebeyi e de free honum ebra wo kopie mu e wo mrahye badwamu a wo de media review budget ekoto edwa eye enra ya wo no ene opanyini e kan say sa COVID-19 levy no yesa oyare ebebo o my Ghana na se wiase fa na nyina na o my Ghana na ye hu free enye no ena wode sa levy ne ba ye se de be ye betimi enye sika ama pomuden aso ye no nso wo mode aboa wo mo aye hare na sa bre ye valued added tax amendment bill no wo mo se de be yo betimi e de yi sa levy no e de free honomo na wo case so se enya de se ebe wo honomo sa be ye mo hwe se eba no vat ho nsem a wo mo esiesie se de mo eba beto so a wo mo enya aye no wo mo ye nsachiraye wo mu se de be mu betimi ada ho fan na dwumadi a ye je vat a ye de ye no etimi edi sa dwuma no pepepe.
The Ministry of Finance hopes to complete this process by September 2025. Prepare a new VAT bill by October 2025 and submit same to Parliament as part of the 2026 budget statement. Mr. Speaker, I would like to reassure the people of Ghana that at the minimum, the following will happen as part of the VAT Act. Amendment Bill. Mr. Speaker, COVID levy will be abolished. The effective VAT rate will be reduced. The punitive cascading effect of the GET Fund and NHIS levy will be removed. VAT flat rate will be removed. And a unified VAT rate will be implemented. The VAT registration threshold will be increased to exempt small and micro businesses, and compliance will be improved through public education, awareness creation, and the introduction of fiscal electronic devices will be deployed.
Majority leader ewo mrashebedwome Honorable Mahama Yarega na sabri watching a niso ne nijie ediama Minister for Finance Dr. Kese Wato-Forsen na wasi enra sa media review budget na obekenkan ye no potokasemo no wasi a bold and optimistic presentation na just akukodru wo mu pa ni daso papa ewo mu epa wasi empo no abra no ba bekan wo hu set tension a mountain wo hono mu bebrebe ema enam so minority no eja wo hono mu pie abontene afei so wasi wodana sepa so wotimi intimidate minority no ema mu so esen pie abontene.
I want to, on behalf of my colleagues in the House, thank the Minister of Finance for such a wonderful presentation. The Minister for Finance's delivery was splendid. We clearly understood every policy initiative that he has dealt with, how he has dealt with it, and what his plans are for the country. So, Speaker, I know that from a very personal level, the last 6 months have not been an easy period for the Minister for Finance. It's been a very difficult period for him because he's had to deal boldly and decisively on issues that many who have come before him have hesitated to deal with. I want to assure him that this House stands solidly behind him in the performance of his duties. We will continue to back him to ensure that proposals that he brings to this House are expeditiously approved so that he can effectively address the challenges of this country. So, Speaker, for once, I listened to a mid-year budget review without biblical quotations by Bible-wielding ministers who have ended up digging a hole without a cathedral emerging. I'm not surprised that our friends opposite fled the chamber before he presented the media review. It is obvious that they have been monitoring the performance of the economy. And they knew that this media review was going to unearth the wastage, the thievery, and the mess that was bequeathed to the NDC government, the abysmal performance of our predecessors. And they knew that he is going to recount the very positive steps that have been taken in the last 6 months. This is indeed the basis of the minority fleeing the chamber before the presentation of the budget. And we thank the finance minister for bringing the mid-year review to us. We are very grateful to him and will continue to assure him of our support. Thank you very much, Mr. Ato Forson.
Minister for Trade, Industry and Agribusiness, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ejare Nasabri, wapao board there womo ko anaso mujumo mukudi Ghana Export Promotion Authority and Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited. Na no wiye and ode two members nanim say womo modern say bano eniema yede eko amanone a emu betimi apagya dodo na na yetimi aye more export. Na fe so be dwedie ehun nsem so a eniema pedi betimi de gu akwan mu ama dwedie ehun nsem so etimi akọ enimu yie no eno na womo eko as body womo enye.
We are lucky to have a deputy minister here and senior officers at the various institutions being represented. I see Bank of Ghana, Standard Authority, all GIPC and all of that. So at the end of the day, the institutional representation is to make sure that there is ease of doing business. So all of you working together, I expect nothing less. All that we are doing as a Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry is to ensure that we are able to boost our exports. Once we boost our exports, the foreign exchange matter will even improve. Once we do that, there is a lot of jobs that we can create. We also are producing more. Once you get the point where you are exporting more, it means that you're also producing more for import substitution. And so we are not playing with export, and I'm sure that this board has what it takes. At the end of 1 year, they should be able to account for a stewardship which says that this board was able to steer the affairs of the export space to the point that now our export volumes are very high. Excellency, the things, chiefs are here, they respect land matters, they know land matters, they know how to deal with the community and the other expertise. I'm also particularly excited that Bank of Ghana is represented. Anywhere you see the bank, then you know that the right things will be done and they have leverage to show you things that we will do and get resourced.
We are confident that the government's policy of 24-hour economy is not just by name. It is accompanied by deed. And one of the expressions of deed is the addition of agribusiness to your ministry. We are confident that the programs in the productive sector are such that this board would not bequeath to your record only the increase in trade volumes, but we will particularly be interested in also the trade values so that truly we can have proper meaning to the foreign exchange that these expanded trade will bring to our country.
We will do our best, as we've seen the composition of the board. We will do our best to ensure that the President's vision in resetting that Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited will be realized. And we will work together with management and all stakeholders within the industry to ensure that the vision of the President is realized.
Defense Minister Dr. Edward Omane Boamana Sabri wakwako piemu ewa asrafo womo asoye no ebi ewon kan mantemu hase ananu ukuada okoye ene wode kotu dwa se enhwehwemu ekoso pa no wo hyebo se obi bia ne ho bon sansem no bi ode beba begina emra no na mra ene wo modi wo se ewo mu se yadwuma kwansra de na so sabri no ehu na abo esan ye nwanwa se de akodie bi yira efree asrafo makache ne other institutions no wose yade a eni ehu a enyan so pa yie pa wose se wo hwe afi etwemu na ena hwehwemu abeto dwa sabre se yade akodie bi efree military omo asoye ena omo de national security sabre ye hwehwa yehu no enti yade mprempen ye de hwehwemu egu akwan mu a omo no gidigidi ya face wo de kokobo ebo se omo enya hwe yie pa na se de krono ewo akodie mu ekoso ne yade a ehu pa
obiara enya alert obi wo baabi na wansa we se nipa no ne ye no we de ase enye normal kakra ma obi hu se bia onipa bi sa ehye baabi ye bibi sa ana obi ade bibi akwakoshe baabi se ne ye betumi abo ye nyina ye ho ban na ye bo ye nyina ho ban no na ne aye nso ye hwe ne se asojafo atu aboba ene adeade a omo eyuse no enkodi nipa bonefo ensem enche bia ena meditu da say 2024 ammunitions efi Ghana Armed Forces eco national security ho in 2024 na the necessary authorities was omuhu no na omunim ho hwe sa ammunitions President Mahama time national security investigate yede no to nche no ya say hu bio nso say ammunition bia nkrofo bi nso ewiaye nso before even the 2024 one nso ayede take place it's a two na second one we need there CDS wa institute investigation I know so say ye hwehwemu na eyeden a na ebefiri mu aba no ye bema Ghana fo nyina ahu na se e wo se ye twe obi aso a atwese nipa na so fi se ammunitions start se enenam ye man mu ha se sa na dia na che se ye man ne ye den ye se no.
Defense Minister Honorable Edward Omane Boama to Janano a government accountability series no odi to just say so be piemu asrafo akachia wo makodie no pim ene free wo ho call national security 2024 sabre ye hwehwa yemhu no we ye no ni free ho no ma the essence nchen so esan military no ho no ma bio so asan beto dwa say wo makodie bio krono bi ekoso ama sabre ya wa hye se nhwehwemu enkoso na enam so enema development security analyst and executive director for Africa Center and Security and Counter-Terrorism Ora Emmanuel Maunya Koten edi atu dwa say sa niema mienu ya defense minister edi abetu dwa no ade a eni ehu threat pa ema ye bambo no as oman enu nti sabre ya minister de atu dwa no de wo hwe ni mu say woma enhwehwemu fikofiko kroje enkoso pa mema womo enna so sede be ya betimi ehu ase na yetu afi ho no obi bia so ane hu bebom no omude womo ebegina emra no na mra ene wo medi no srese mema womo enna so
questions of bia bisese democracy emaya ananse enyamaye. And you know, if the military cannot account for these high-grade ammunitions are our winesome. what are the intentions of these people taking these high-grade ammunitions. So on say it presents a very security threat immediately to the country. That is why the defense minister and his team must not sleep on this matter and make sure, sir, we get to the bottom of this matter. Yampese enkoye to say other issues are yanya okrum ha. Okay, ECG case by no. Ye kasa bebre at the end of the day no almost reconcile be almost home cables no. And then obeti say ya kidnap will be waha, missing person waha. Ubetia the next 3-4 days no more could discover the dead body or baby. And we are not able to track these crimes. Obehua mobile money vendors utiho no omudi AK-47 number. Nkrofo konye AK-47 we were here. Say, Osha constitution here, there was a good reason omu inverte or they don't scrutinize national security expenditures in public. Until the Committee of Defense Interior no omudu omutuho. So periodically no did they monitor some of these things to know say ammunitions we na ba in hina koye or every quarter no oma be statistics way from the military, the police and other allied agencies. So we want to see the records of how ammunitions in your jurisdiction or your disposal had been used. Because ansana obefano obetro odin obeyese. So in kamu follow those strict protocols minji say we have some of these things happening. And Ushe National Security Council is chaired by the president. That's where they take the highest decision in terms of security matters in this country. So sebi oversight be na this institution omuya nti subonu bisu be ko omuho omada omunsori na ye den na ye omu ejuma.
National Cathedral Board womo lawyer ni lawyer Charles Owusu Joanna ena sado odi ade se dia to mampanyini enim se eba na National Cathedral project na eseso mampanyini ede sika ehim na woye ema ni kosi awie ye nam sombo ene na chanso di egina honom ema oman woni nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ edi nhia ena ode to wo manim se ye hwɛ eye nsɛm a yakeka ede afa board ne ho ketahyehyɛ dwurim ne proye bi a wo mo ede to wo mo so se course wo no wo se ne wo kesi so se nukure bia sa enimo dwurim ne ketahyehyɛ ne proye bia anko so enam ensɛm a yɛka wo mo a enya nukure ni nte no antimi ammoa mo antimi enye sika emu epie pa amfa nhye eye project no na se ebre wo kesi so se National Cathedral project no yemmo ho ban se oman mema yemfa nye amanyosem.
President Mahama, I am pleading to you that, number one, let those of them who are criticizing the cathedral push back. Number two, because the people in the foreign world who want to help the building of a Christian cathedral in this country were prepared to give even more, but because of the publicity that went out, they pushed back. So we don't need the state funds. But the president, out of his own goodwill, can say, I am giving monies towards the cathedral. Nobody can hold him to it. That is what I'm talking about. And that is what President Akufo-Addo did. He said he could have taken the 250. Said, oh, 250, put it here. Let them build it. But he said, I'm giving seed money. So President Mahama can also give what? Seed money. Me choir, me check your books, no money, man. Me who be that? BBI is accounted for. Bibia zikebi o ma spend bia is accounted for. Enti na me say me invite mo monko ho. Wan kasa ko na mo monfa documents ni ma na to buase na kan. And na momo ni na make sure say AD before na set a platform no. AD for na set a platform no. Enti platform no mo set na say obi send sika na e ko platform no so. No mo clear say e genuine. Asa na mo dia ma cathedral for na ma instructions say yen tuengu on account no. But a bay in me here they nyom fail. But minim say me send this can come irabaya. Na say failure. Starting as konkon baby. And je hina koy. Esanko ni background no say ho. E ka so mo man esa information o mo fa man. E je asori can na o mo to no. E dia esi no. Ah ye gusu aye hu adwuma. What I say? And to be in this cabia and call my capital crank on my account.
Afarefo a womo ewo prampram ewo ningo prampram pesia so ewo enkran mantemu hase na sabere womo etweje jose womo sa bypass wo mremu meye womo na nei ubepiem wo mpompo ano eho ma eye beaches ho a womo se akwansidie bebre ene wo ho no afarefo yi mu se womo mpona no ho no no umpepiem no abotan akese pe wo ho no ntise omutimi ekopo so no mokoyi womo nana so mo bakra omuntimi nya baabi ene omo gina nti omo sere sa ban meye omo moa.
I think for the past many years we have been having challenges along our beach, which you can all see it's not proper for the fishermen to land here for so many years. So most of them have been going to Tema, Habon, and then Ningo, whereby over 3 consecutive times there has been cuttings of sword for sea defense and landing beach, which up to date nothing has happened. We saw that they started it from Ningo and then they ended it between Ningo and then Prampram, the boundary there. But to continue to hear over more than so many years, so because of that, the livelihood of the fishermen and the people of Prampram are finding it very, very difficult. So we are appealing on the MP, Honorable Sam George, through the fishery ministries to our president, His Excellency Dramani Mahama, to come to our aid and then come and assist us to do the sea defense for us and then probably landing beach.
No, anukwa ni dawenwo keko fuel ke petrol blena tutuno mchwa dawenwo ne begumenwa adu ga be wa wonyange oijo de ne ble ndugumenga la ne petrol nchago akwa wo se wo wa plewe no nge modebo ne ba bobo na ga ba sea defense ama ga je nugo mamumu ke bata hu ape ba sitamio abe wo wa me pepa kan ni ade ka anya na akati sodo abomode na acha no kuni won wa na jamanu wa mami
se wa wonya ka bene yenwicho se la na edio wonye dawo hiwo ke wa pele e pio wo twa wa nfa kan chapi wo pe wa wonya bugura wonya wa nfa ni wa ke wonya ma bi o metwa ke apelo kwa nga yemle wa ka metwa o ba yusu yemle e amenko ke sugo akalo me anugo pa ni ka pe abon awon nga yemle akabe nugo ya akaba aba hiem wo be ni wo wa fight wa kemo kaga melo kanu kwa ala ni aje wo nge to wa premise ni fo wa premise fo elo to wa na wale no ko mele engeno ya le ebi fai ne ese ne ya leja ni capitaine ma hiyo wale nga yemle ni ngeno ya ebi no ya ka jbp wa na o premise no wa ka yawo no ni check wo yi ke wa yin ke wa bi me ne mele angena na kan wo ya no wa na we ko numo Sam George wa ngode ka gbugbo ama twa ka kai ni ko gba mi enyo kan awo no fe no apele ka ke kan awo
so tututu obi akoso amasabe ye kasa nipa ba ko ahwe ne nkwa ma emu ennan epreprapa ewo eye international cattle market ewo Turaku eno ewo pon Katamanso empesua so ewo Greater Accra Mountain na sabre ya yekasa ide de otututuo se nipa bonfo yenya enhu no ahwehwemu ekoso na tutuo no ekoso abra adwadifo sabe ehu pa na abo wo mu ewo sa market wo no ma wosusu se eye ntokwa a ekoso ewo boko no eno na atuomu akwakopie mu ewo sa eye market ho no UTV ene receive shofiru ono ye victim o say dwadini wo ho e kasa say eno chim.
When we were sitting around 7 we were about 8 when we were sitting in front of the roadside before we realized they just started firing gun on our top and we 4 get injured and 1 person passed away. So we are 5 that were casualties, but 1 passed away. But we 4 that we are injured. In my head, we can identify because it's the time he was firing is everybody trying to save his life. So we are jumping around. So I just lie down when I saw he just turned his back. Before I was seeing him, it's a car came and covered him in front of the road. That's where the thing has happened.
Yesterday, there was an unfortunate incident in Turaku here, where 1 person was shot dead. Turaku have already cooperated with police. We have this unique relationship between the police and then the people in the market here. So that cooperation have always been there. 24/7, they call and we respond to them. And they are happy with the service that police administration have been delivering to them. Which is the reason why they put up a small post just behind me, so that police will occupy. So even in the night, we have our men here with them, because this is a 24-hour market. So, or let me say 24-hour economy. So our men are always here to support them to trade. And so if we engage them in instances like this, they are always cooperative. It is not a tribal issue. For this is pure criminality. You can see that the leaders from both sides, the Kusase and Mampusi, they are very free. The way they interact with each other, you can't see any agreement among them. So for me, I don't see it as a tribal issue. In which tribal conflict, the people end up stealing goods from the market. So the same people who came to shoot to scare the owners of the animals, the livestock, which actually belong to both Kusase and Mampusi, they both ran away and then they stole from both sides. So Kusase's goods have been stolen, Mampusi goods have been stolen, Mosi and the other tribes, they also have their livestock stolen. So it is not a tribal issue.
Sabri akwa piemu ewa Igbe town ewo Kwabenya. Na omanfo omo eye Igbe town wo domi Kwabenya empesua so no mode adesede eto omanpanyine enim se nei ubepiemu ewo omo mpotemu ho no a. Ensamso otwene bi adane eye owuo fidisum ama wo mo ama omo ntimi nko omo ntimi mehu na abom to omo strepa se omanpanyine meye wo mo moa na omo ntimi ensiesie sa ensamso kwan no eye bridge no emfama wo mo
bridge no ya yewo community hana ye boaboa sikano na ye di 4 years now. First one I no ankosuru inti nsuo kase bi to na kukuru bridge no koe. Second one no na yankasa so na ye to electric pole edi ye nanso adea sayeda moto for the moto faso. Nti se the man kola na ko school no every top ha e kon wo mu brepa se the atiti apansa sika nso ni ye want to say first 4 years ago no nti ye pa abancho ombebuan especially ye school kola no mi ankasa so se the me to me fa so kura bio nti Sikana yankasa yebuabuan is over 50 million because your electric post your community higher na maskano ebima 4 million ebima 2 million and I to cement ebru 50 million edi ye concrete manu ewa hasa ebetumi support nu na so eye duanti nso to ewi abonti eduane se de eduana pro nti ya dwini se aban no ombre mo maye na ye mana eko school na omutumi enya ahonto because this is the main road for this area to Puma.
Yeah, face or I get town Kwabenya I get town ya gata no e disturb one papa and your friend there bridge or someone ya mai and in soto is ya bre power ha into no your main problem na I get town Kwabenya no the main problem no ya boa a bonfire say or my no or man penny baba boy and I am no baba boy also we have problems in my got and there a high papa serious and no prepare about okay the boy and no me got and my name bridge in this one easy am pipe up easy my into boy no me got and my and a bridge no may bridge the mine, and so in Yamato. See, I know, and I'm only to say, Yama Assemblyman Baha, up to now, where are you as still obviously one and one on my help you. On my help you. Come on, Brown on my bridge in my any gutter.
Abusafo ye toa kase na so National Signal Bureau nson sensemo ba ye ma ye de ho tansa ebo enkane opanyina na oda no Director General Kwabena Edubu ahene ho kani Ra Angela J Boatin ene Midday Donko ene nipa binom a wo mu eka ho na sahwefo ebekaye a anano at court ne kwa setena no Ra Midday Donko yi ne lawyer ni lawyer Tachia o jina ye kache ne said ebisa be wonye ne lawyer bio na ne asemfoforo asinti yenko yensem chiro ni Philippa atanga ho no no mfa ho amanebo e my Philippa atime ka me mo ha na ho te say ye wie yo na amanebo no pa mu nche mu ne said e bio na esensi
yo sana no me ka se Samola Tachia oye lawyer ni a wo charge Kwabena Dubu ahene ne yire ne Iraba ko kan Midday Donko no that say on person obey ni lawyer bi
no correct
ne court net na ase no lawyer ni samo Atachia etoto kwedubo for ni dance ni a odi kan ano oye no cross examination no di ba ye no e na otimuafo Eugene Nyandu catchre Midday Donko say edu ne so a e wo say oye cross examination ti o ma ni lawyer ni emra afi ewe jina ho o se otimuafo ne se oni lawyer na otimuafo ne ka se me aminim se oni lawyer inti wan kasa cross examination no wona obeto student ni ano o se court no ontumi enye ho na otimuafo ne se kana anu a ujina ha ka ma obi a se o lawyer Samola Tachia o pese obetwitwa age bio no me ka kire wo se ne de yesi nkonya na se wunya lawyer ni a Midday was a lawyer, you know, one of them why. Is that then I was even to me? As you know, also a record now. Oguso social lawyer, you will be counsel, or moon you na yet in or record in the same court, no man in Recca. And a lawyer in said, we are friend me. Who not yet? Who found 90 a war so or say, metal a wobble. Say, here where you lawyer, lady, no. Wo ka che court necessity a woni lawyer ni be twitwa wo no se then I offer see ye e no transfer court meeting mo afọ ne se wache na emom nyame ya adom na 29 July ye samba na so woni lawyer court ne be hye no so no anya cross examination no e no se wache it is am the lawyer Tachia de ono le de wo so wo ye no wa ye wi ye twen se nyame ya adom a 29 July se ye sensi nkunya Ra Midday Donko or na or the lawyer be na the lawyer ni so atoto first prosecution witness no ano ye pia ni bisa lawyer Tachia say e koba me say Midday Donko yi we nya lawyer ni no tentwa ne ho ba ne ho say on sanje na obeji no si oni ni asim bia e na ejuma no wo ye enti say koba ne say o samba say on twanje na obeye na sede aman so do obeji na atu enti say am dey be bia akoti no nyame ya adoma 29
Okay, Moni Ejumapa Philippa, the Befima baby aso, Nyame Aduma na wa TV, Ashofo nyina so hu bebusiafo yensem twoni Philippa Tanga na yete na mane bonus abredi ye gina so ne ahome eye premo kase so yekoba menya bema David Oforisafo Bongo di Farao de agudie mu nsem so ebeto aso ko baby